WPCD 88.7 FM. It's Wednesday. It's time for Deportes Radio Club with the one and only Meister.
And yes, si senor. Welcome on WPCD 88.7. Right now is Deportes Radio Club, as you hear it. I am Meister, and I'm happy to be with you here to exchange with you for the next 2 hours about the Champions League. Because yes, si senor, la Champions ha vuelto. But what means the Champions League? What is it about? Why should you care? Why is it interesting enough? So stay with us, because when we come back after the music, I will take your hand, explain you everything, me, but also my wonderful team. So stay with us, we come back just after music. And while I'm thinking of it, please go to our new website so you can ask what you need as music, but also we can interact to each other, because that's what makes the show happen. Right now, 88.7 WPCD, here is music. Oh my gosh, it was so nice. I really like some songs that we play here, and this was nice. So, before we go to the music and the break and all the stuff, I talked about the Champions League. So if you are wondering what is the Champions League about and why these things make me so happy and why people around you who have a more international background care about it, right now is the part that you should not miss. Because right now, the explanation will come clear to you. So what is the Champions League?
The Champions League is an annual competition in which played all the best teams of Europe Football League. That is the easiest way to define it. It has been created in 1955. Games are played on Tuesdays and Thursdays. How to participate on it? There is some process to go through for sure. What each country gets is a certain number of teams that could make it. For example, England, Germany, and Spain has 4. In practice, 3 plus 1, which go to the playoffs before joining the group stage. Obviously, not all the countries have a team to represent them due to the playoffs.
Thanks! Now we have a clear idea of what is the Champions League. So don't go away. Stay with us. We play music. After music, we come back and then we focus on some fact stats. And we explain you how this competition works. Because as all competition, there is explanation that comes with it. But don't worry, we don't go to the boring side. We just make you explain the basic fact, the most important fact that you need to know. And welcome back. It was a nice time, a nice break. After that whole music, let's jump on. So right now, let's talk about how the Champions League works. Because each competition has its way of working. Like, for example, the NBA, you have teams, they play 82 games on a regular season. Then you have the postseason, same stuff with the NFL, with the NHL. So how does the Champions League work? Let's enjoy it with Austin.
First, let's mention that there are qualification rounds with the winners of leagues in countries which are lower ranked by the UEFA, who is the Union of European Football Association. Those are 2 games for those teams, so both of them gets an opportunity to play at home. Then, you have a draw with other teams that are qualified from other leagues with a better ranking. Later, you have a final qualification round with the survivors of previous qualification rounds, which face the teams from the best leagues in Europe, which can be considered as privilege. Here comes in teams from England, Germany, Italy, or Spain. Third phase is when everyone's made it. A draw takes place in order to form groups. For the draw, each team goes on a specific pot. 32 teams take part to the draw, and by the end of the draw, they go into 8 specific groups. From those groups, only will qualify the 2 for the stage that we start today.
And thank you, Austin. It was really brilliant, really clear, really concise. So right now, we go to music, and when we come back, we talk about some statistics, some facts, and some funny stories that you probably like to hear. Here on 88.7 WPCD, where we reinvent the alternative.
88.7 WPCD FM. This is Deportes Radio Club with your host, Meister.
So, right now in the first hour, it's fine to listen to that beautiful music, to have all those explanations, but sometimes we need facts, number, to back it up. So, right now, we go and see the numbers and the facts that are interesting for the Champions League right now in WPCD 88.7.
12, like the number of the trophies that win Real Madrid of Spain, they're the team with the most trophies. 8-3, one of the most notable scores in a game of the Champions League, and it has occurred between Monaco, a team from France, and Deportivo, a team from Spain. 115 goals as the record that was realized by Cristiano Ronaldo. The Portuguese still plays today, so it can change. As manager, Carlo Ancelotti and Bob Paisley won 3 championship leagues. They're closely followed by Zinedine Zidane, Jose Mourinho, and Sir Alex Ferguson with 2 trophies.
Stay with us. We come back just after music here on 88.7, and that way we now go back with current histories, current games, parties that appear in the Champions League this season. Who will win? Who is the favorite? Who has more money? Who is more powerful? Who can make it? Everything just after the music.
This is 88.7 WPCD, and here's Meister.
Hello and welcome back on 88.7 WPCD with Meister. So you are still on Deportes Radio Club. So we have talked about the past, we have talked about the history. Now I'm with Austin here on the studio. How are you, Austin?
I'm doing good. How are you, Ellie?
I'm fine. Not that tense with all the foreign words that you have to say today.
Ellie's teaching me a little bit of culture today. I'm learning words from other languages I've never spoken.
Okay. So we are Wednesday, 14 Days of Lovers, that people know as Valentine's Day. But with the Champions League, there are games that going on. Yesterday there was games that was held, and today there is still game going on. So for some, they can feel it tricky. So what Austin will does is, like, for the next part of the section, he will ask me a question and I will have to answer to them. So pay attention. I'm here waiting for you. Don't be too hype with me. Okay, let's go.
So between Real Madrid and Paris, how do you feel about that game?
Wow. If it was just depending on me, I will put all of them out because I don't really like both teams. But there is an interesting fact that we have to take in mind is, like, Real Madrid is the team who have won the most Champions League, and Paris is the team that have the more money, actually. So it's 2 different views of sport that is getting on each other. One is more winner, one is more money. So probably I will say that by the end, and because of it's just me saying of the form of the season, because Real Madrid is doing really poor, I will say Paris. But I don't really like Paris.
Also going on today, how do you feel about Porto and Liverpool playing together?
Okay, so those 2 teams are tricky because Porto is like a really big team in Portugal. Liverpool is a really great historical team in England. But Liverpool this season have been like up and down, up and down. So you cannot really be sure of how they will react. But since they have all this experience and since they have the second game at home, same thing that as Paris, I will say that Liverpool will make it. So that's what we have right now. But stay with us because we come back after the music and talks about some games that will happen next week.
This is 88.7 WPCD, and now here's El Rey Meister.
And welcome back here on 88.7 WPCD Parkland College Radio. So remember also that you can still call us or you can still write to us better to ask songs or to share with us your thoughts. We're here on 88.7. If you call, please be sure to call on 217-373-3790. And if you think that writing is better, go to our website, wpcd.parkland.edu. You will see our new incredible stream, and then it will ask you either to register or to just post a comment. Both options are yours. You can register, you can post a comment. You feel free, feel intense, and feel generous. So give us great remarks because we like that. Right now on 88.7, I will have to go to another set of questions made by Austin. So, Austin, we are waiting on you.
So I'm going to ask you how you feel about some more games, Ellie. On the 20th of February, how do you feel about Bayern playing against Besiktas?
Oh, Bayern is a German team. So all those German teams, they have that stereotype of being stronger, powerful. So, and they does be like that. So I think that for those reasons, and because they want to save their season, I would say that they will go on.
What about Chelsea versus Barcelona?
This one is a powerful one. Remember the comparison I made between Paris Saint-Germain and Real Madrid? Mm-hmm. So it's still the same stuff. Barcelona is one of those historical clubs with a lot of power, and Chelsea is like an England club that is brand new. They have won once the Champions League, but they're still not that much powerful. This one is a tricky one because I think that the game can go to the penalty kicks. So on that one, I will probably say right now, it depends. It depends. I will not have a definitely say, but I will say it depends. So yep. So also let me mention that all those games you can find them online via streaming or with the TVs that have who own the right. We not say their names because they don't pay us, but you can. Right now here on 88.7, we go back to music, and when we come back, we end up with all those questions here and Deportes Radio Club, and enjoy the music.
You're on 88.7 WPCD, and here comes El Rey Meister.
And welcome back here on 88.7 WPCD. You are still on Deportes Radio Club. Woohoo! We made it to another awesome Wednesday, and we are talking about the Champions League if you join us. And there are games that are going on in our year because as every competition, it has a calendar year. So right now they're on the round of 16, later will be on the round of 18, then the semifinals, then the final. We have talked about some game of the round of 16, but Austin, I think that there is still more left, right?
Oh yeah, we got 2 more games ahead of us actually.
Okay. Let's just jump right in. Kill me.
Shakhtar versus Roma. How do you feel about that one?
For that one, I will go with the experience. So I will say Roma because Shakhtar is a nice team, but Shakhtar most of the time they don't, since they come from Ukraine. During that part of the year, that part of the season, they don't play because its conditions cannot allow them to play. Just remember all the snow that we have had here lastly in Champagne. So you cannot be outside and play a soccer game or a football game. So it's basically like that in Ukraine also. So I will probably say for the form and for the history, I will say Roma.
What about Sevilla versus Manchester United? How does that one make you feel?
So this one is a tricky one. You see, Jose Mourinho, the guy who has 2 Champions League, he wants to make history and have a third one. But then Sevilla is one of those teams that you think that you know them because they don't have even great stars. The star in Sevilla is not the goalkeeper, is not the player in the team, is the coach also. So this one is a little bit tricky, but I will say that Manchester United will make it because Manchester United have stars who can make the difference by themselves. But as all the games that we have talked about, if Sevilla got a really nice first part, I think that Sevilla can make it. But probably Manchester United. And hello Rami, because Rami who owns a show here on 88.7 is a fan of Manchester United. I am not, and even if we all work together, he prefers Manchester United. So I hope that will go on, Rami. Otherwise, you will owe me something, and I will come take it. Okay, so stay with us. We come back after the music, and then we talk about some little last thing, and then close the show here on 88.7 WPCD. Here comes the music.
We're back from the music right here on 88.7 WPCD FM. I'm here with Ellie. How are you doing, Ellie?
I'm fine. Still on the Deportes Radio Club. It was those 2 hours went pretty fast. I will enjoy it.
Let's do, how about on the flip side of that, what was your favorite referee? Was there ever a moment where a referee saved you from being upset with the game?
I mean, I like the referees from England because I think that they let the game enjoy. They don't interrupt the game each time, so they let's play. And one of my favorite moments, it was like when a referee gives the goal, and then the player comes to tell to him, no, there was a fault, and I pushed him. And then the referee say, okay, if you pushed him, then there is no goal. So it was a game between a German team and an Italian team. So I was like, okay, that makes it fair, because I was like, people in the stadium should be like, I want to kill you. Like something interesting, like for the World Cup, like there was that playoff stuff, and then in Ireland was playing against Denmark, and then the referee give a penalty that was not there. You know what they did to him?
What's that?
They go to his Wikipedia page and say, die in Ireland.
Oh my God.
While the game was going on.
Oh my God, that's horrible.
Horrible.
Quick rapid question for you. Country with the worst referee, or country with your most hated referees?
I mean, I don't have most hated referees, but definitely the worst, I think, they are in France.
France?
Yeah. Because they don't allow players to talk with them, and they're just like, when they have decided. While in England or in Germany, players get to talk and to get some explanation.
They'll let you petition it if you want to go against it. Yeah.
They will explain you also why they take that decision. So to me it makes sense. If I am a player, I want to know what I did bad. So
absolutely, yeah. So you can avoid it next time. Yeah.
So for me, definitely France is one of the countries with bad referees. But we're talking about the top leagues. I don't know all the low-ranked leagues. Probably they also have like bad referees.
Yeah. We're just talking about Champions League here. Yeah.
So, thank you still for stopping by. It was
Yeah.
nice.
Thank you for having me, Ellie.
Yeah.
It's been a pleasure.
So we'll be back with the full team next week in Deportes Radio Club here on 88.7 WPCD.